I think it's pretty obvious by what you saw up there earlier, this project does not fit in with our neighborhood. If I lived to the east in the elevations, I would sue because you are bringing down my property value by having 3- and 4-story apartments looking into my residence and into my backyard. You talk about traffic impacts. I'm in public safety. This morning I'm driving down Herndon. An ambulance at 8:20 in the morning cannot get down Herndon, code 3, to go to the hospital because of the amount of traffic that is on Herndon Avenue, which is an east-west thoroughfare through our city. You're adding more apartments, you're adding more people to this area. It's just going to create a bigger problem.
I'd like to read a letter from Susan Wittrup, who is president of the School Board of Education for Fresno Unified. As an elected official representing this community, it is my duty to convey the concerns of my constituents regarding this development project. Numerous parents and other constituents have approached me with very valid concerns regarding the potential negative impacts that this project may have on our neighborhood. Adding a multi-unit housing complex of this scale will significantly obstruct emergency responders' access due to the narrow streets surrounding the project, and it will compromise public safety.
I'm concerned because when I was the vice principal at Tenaya Middle School 25 years ago, we had a student coming to school and got hit by a parent and killed. That was a tragedy I would not wish on anyone. That is something that's heart-wrenching, and it tears you up for life. I can remember the emotions of that day, having students run on campus screaming and crying because they witnessed their friend getting hit by a car, thrown and killed. And those kids have trauma today from it. That is not something you overcome quickly, watching something like that. And we as a school had to handle it. Don't make Tatarian have to do the same thing. Be smart about this.
I think that staff's done a wonderful job laying out how this project complies with the requirements of the zone district. This is a property that was acquired that had the zoning in place, and what we have moved forward with is trying to develop with what the city has laid out they expect on this. This development or this zoning district not only has a maximum density, it has a minimum density as well. We happen to fall in the middle of it. The reality of it is that the morning hours, peak hours estimated for this project, the number of trips between 7 and 9 a.m. is 31 trips. Between 4 and 6 coming home, 36 trips. This is based on the Institute of Traffic Engineers traffic generation or trip generation manual that is a nationally recognized standard. The reality of dealing with this is the fact that not everyone goes to work at 8 o'clock. People go at different times, and that's why, although you expect, oh, there's so many cars there, they're all going to go out at once, it just doesn't happen.
So the appeal is upheld.
So, Chair Vang, can you give us some evidence in the record that it does not meet the general plan?
So evidence is going to be, it doesn't meet the general plan. The fact that general plan was based in 2015, I believe it's a living document, does not take into account the significant growth within the city of Fresno. The fact that we're having this 3-story apartment complex is going to have issues in regards to traffic that be detrimental to the public. Is that okay? Okay. All right, thank you, everyone. Appreciate you guys.
Proposing $1 million for infill housing.
Yes.
What I struggle with that notion, because we've supported funding infill housing, recently your planning commission, mostly made up of North Fresno planning commissioners, rejected a significant high-density housing project. As we're trying to fund infill development, we have a planning commission that's denying infill development. So I'm going to want to get into the discussion in the budget process of why we have these two conflicting scenarios coming from City Hall.
Sure.
If we support housing and we're in a housing crisis, why are we allowing the commission to deny housing projects?